Journal entry for December 2nd, 2020 to December 8th, 2020. This is for Moon Phase 3, waning gibbous to the third quarter. Mercury is in Libra, Venus is in Virgo, Earth is in Taurus, Mars is in Aries, Jupiter and Saturn are in Capricornus, Uranus is in Aries, Neptune is in Aquarius, and the polar point is in Ophiuchus. It is elemental current 1, and there is a void of 3 constellations, being Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. The top left quadrant of the graphic are 3 empty constellations of more than 60 degrees with no planets in them, the gap between Venus and Earth. Notable for this moon phase journal, Mercury will have an antithesis with Uranus. Mercury is 180 degrees from the position of Uranus, Mercury being the influences of design and Uranus being the influences and the realm of dreams. Simply put, dreams will have its lowest influences of design and creativity. Design will not be present or will be weakest in the realm of dreams. Venus will enter a prominence. Its planet constellation combination will be amplified. Mars is still in the court of Uranus. Jupiter is still in the court of Saturn. And Neptune is also in a prominence, meaning it is itself alone for 30 degrees. Observations. Moon phase 3, Selene is at rest. One is aware of the well-traveled path. The forces of attraction are influenced by temperance and are amplified. Relationships are more calm and patient than normal. This is the last moon phase where Mars will be in the court of Uranus. It is also crossing the constellation boundaries of Aries and Taurus. The influences of strife will transition from legacies to being manifested. Strife will no longer affect legacies, strife will manifest. Mars will leave the court of Uranus and cross a border, signifying much turbulence. However, the next moon phase, strife will become much more calm. Access to the royal dead is still waning, referencing the Jupiter-Saturn courts. Uranus dominates this moon phase. It hosts an antithesis with Mercury and a court with Mars. Design will be entirely absent from the realm of dreams. Dreams will be slightly boring and not have good divination effects and results. The peak from the strife in dreams is at its weakest and will return to normal the next moon phase. The void remains the same from the last moon phase journal. Journal entry December 9th, 2020 to December 15th, 2020. Moon phase 4, waning crescent to the new moon. Mercury will cross the constellation boundaries of Libra, Scorpius, and Ophiuchus. Venus is in Virgo and it is in a prominence. Earth is in Taurus. Mars is in Taurus, having crossed the constellation boundaries of Aries and Taurus. It will also leave the court of Uranus. Jupiter is in the court of Saturn, which means that Saturn is hosting the court with Jupiter. They are both in Capricornus. Uranus is in Aries. Neptune is in Aquarius, and it is in a prominence. The polar point is in Ophiuchus. The elemental current is 1, and there is a void of 3 constellations: Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. Moon phase 4, Selene is in the shadows. One recognizes comfort on the empty path. With Mercury transiting through Scorpius, design will briefly have power and purpose. However, the influences of design will also be a little shaky, having crossed through 3 constellations in one moon phase. Regarding Venus, the currents of attraction are still amplified and grounded in temperance. Concerning Earth, life influences divinely manifest with the aid of Taurus. Mars influences change from legacies to manifestation. Strife becomes manifest. However, it leaves the court of Uranus, so strife in the realm of dreams returns to normal. This is the main focus of this moon phase. Mars energy shifts in 2 separate ways. Added to the moon phase context of the empty path, doubts may surge. Concerning Saturn and Jupiter, access to the royal dead is still waning. Concerning Uranus, the realm of dreams has no court. All activity returns to normal. This is a good time for the cleansing, recharging, and reactivation of dream magic. With Neptune, the realm of the borders and the wilds are amplified with the forces and influences of destinies. The hidden door now leads to places of healing and rest, and the void remains the same from the previous moon phase. Journal entry December 16th, 2020 to December 23rd, 2020. Mercury will cross the constellation boundaries of Ophiuchus and Sagittarius. Venus will cross the constellation boundaries of Virgo and Libra. It is in a prominence. Earth will cross the constellation boundaries of Taurus and Gemini. Mars is in Taurus. Saturn will host a court with Jupiter, and they are both in Capricornus. Uranus is in Aries. Neptune is in a prominence in Aquarius. The polar point will cross the constellation boundaries of Ophiuchus and Sagittarius. This is Moon Phase 1, waxing crescent in the first quarter. The oracle is Selene is renewing. One imagines their own new path. This is the journal for the winter solstice. The earth wheel turns and creates exciting paths with the moon as a guide. It would be wise to honor spirits, ancestors, and deities at this time. This is one of the 2 issues to focus on for this moon phase. The influences of design will transition from the context of healing to that of seeking solace in groves. The currents of attraction are still amplified and grounded in temperance. The influences of life will transition from manifestation to the forming and shaping of immortal bonds. The forces of strife are still trying to manifest. Access to the royal dead is still waning. The realm of dreams is still active with the influences of legacies. The realms of borders and the wilds are amplified with the forces of destinies. The hidden door will shift from places of healing to secluded and safe groves. There will be a total elemental current change. Pure earth will turn to smoke and ash. There are 3 constellation borders being crossed. The 2 of Earth's and its polar point are to be expected. This will happen near every winter solstice, but a third will add to the potency and make all 3 more pronounced. The Mercury constellation boundary crossing is a minor one with little impact since it orbits so fast. These constellation boundaries being crossed are the second issue to focus on for this moon phase. Between the 2 issues, weigh all decisions and actions very carefully, for their consequences will be greatly amplified. The cosmic clock is going to ring very loudly. There will be a Uranus-Venus antithesis on the next moon phase. There will be little of the influences of attraction in the dream realm. For this moon phase, there is no void. All the constellation influences are present.